Have you ever heard whispers of the end times, of a world-shaking event prophesied thousands of years ago? What if I told you that one of the most vivid and terrifying prophecies is not about a single event, but about four powerful figures who will ride forth to change the course of humanity forever? Get ready, because today we're pulling back the veil on the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. This isn't a Hollywood movie plot. This is from the book of Revelation, the final book of the Bible. The story unfolds in chapter 6, where the Apostle John describes a vision. He sees a scroll in God's right hand, sealed with 7 seals. As a figure worthy to open the scroll, often interpreted as Jesus Christ, breaks each of the first 4 seals, a horseman is summoned. These aren't just random riders. They are personifications of the cataclysms that will strike the earth. Let's break down who these horsemen are, one by one. First, the seal is broken, and out rides a figure on a white horse. The Bible says, "He who sat on it had a bow, and a crown was given to him, and he went out conquering and to conquer." This is the first horseman. Now, his identity is a subject of intense debate. Many scholars believe this rider represents conquest, or perhaps the rise of a powerful, deceptive leader who brings a false peace before the storm. He wears a crown, a symbol of authority, and carries a bow, a weapon of war from afar. He isn't just winning a battle. His mission is total conquest. Imagine a global power rising, promising unity and security, but with an underlying agenda of complete domination. That's the chilling image of the rider on the white horse. He sets the stage, a deceptive calm before the chaos truly begins. Then, the second seal is broken. John writes, "Another horse, fiery red, went out. And it was granted to the one who sat on it to take peace from the earth, and that people should kill one another. And there was given to him a great sword." This is the second horseman, universally recognized as war. The fiery red color of his horse is no accident. It symbolizes bloodshed and conflict. His mandate is terrifyingly simple: to remove peace from the world. This isn't just one nation against another. The text implies widespread civil strife, neighbor turning against neighbor, a complete breakdown of social order. The great sword signifies his immense power to cause destruction and carnage on a scale humanity has never witnessed. After the false peace of the first horseman, the world is plunged into brutal, relentless warfare. As the third seal is broken, a new horseman appears. "So I looked, and behold, a black horse, and he who sat on it had a pair of scales in his hand. A voice from the midst of the 4 living creatures cries out, 'A quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius. And do not harm the oil and the wine.'" This is the third horseman, famine. The black color of his horse represents despair and scarcity. The scales in his hand are for weighing food, indicating that it will be rationed and incredibly expensive. A denarius was a day's wage for a common laborer. So imagine working all day just to afford enough wheat for a single person's meal, with nothing left for your family. The barley, a less desirable grain, is slightly cheaper but still exorbitant. This prophecy paints a picture of hyperinflation and a catastrophic food shortage. Interestingly, the voice commands not to harm the oil and the wine, which were luxuries. This suggests that the wealthy will be relatively untouched while the common person starves. It's a devastating portrait of economic collapse and social inequality pushed to its most extreme. Finally, the fourth seal is broken, and the most terrifying horseman of all is unleashed. John says, "So I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And the name of him who sat on it was Death, and Hades followed with him." The color pale is translated from the Greek word chloros, the root of chlorophyll, which means a sickly greenish yellow, the color of a corpse. Unlike the others, this horseman is explicitly named Death, and he doesn't ride alone. Hades, the realm of the dead, follows in his wake to collect the souls of his victims. Their authority is immense, and power was given to them over a fourth of the earth, to kill with sword, with hunger, with death, and by the beasts of the earth. This final horseman is a culmination of the previous 3. He kills with the sword of war, the hunger of famine, and with death, which is often interpreted as plague or pestilence. He even uses wild animals to bring about destruction. He is given dominion over a quarter of the planet, leading to a death toll of unimaginable proportions. So, let's put it all together. The sequence is logical and terrifying. First, a deceptive conqueror rises, creating a false sense of order. This is followed by the complete erosion of that peace, leading to widespread war. The war disrupts supply chains and agriculture, leading to devastating famine and economic collapse. And finally, the combination of war, famine, and disease results in death itself riding across a quarter of the globe. It's a grim picture, but it's central to the prophecies of Revelation. For believers, it's not just a story of doom and gloom. It's seen as a necessary, albeit horrific, part of a divine plan leading to a final judgment and the creation of a new, perfect world. These events are seen as signs, precursors to a final conclusion of the current age. The Four Horsemen have captivated and terrified people for centuries, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and music. They represent fundamental human fears, the fear of tyranny, of war, of starvation, and of death itself. Whether you view this as a literal prophecy, a symbolic allegory for the struggles humanity always faces, or simply a powerful ancient story, its message is undeniable. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of our world and the powerful forces that can disrupt it in the blink of an eye. The details are so vivid, so specific, that they continue to be analyzed and debated by theologians and scholars to this day. Are these events in our future, or have some of them already begun to unfold? These are the questions that make the prophecy of the Four Horsemen so eternally compelling. They challenge us to look at our world, at the conflicts, the famines, the plagues, and ask, are these just the chaotic churnings of history, or are we hearing the distant thunder of hoofbeats? Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into one of history's most profound prophecies. If you found this fascinating, imagine what other secrets are waiting to be uncovered. Please hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next exploration into the mysteries of the past. We'll see you in the next video.